I'm back. Roll the intro. Welcome to my little home photography studio. This is what I've been spending most of 2022 on. I renovated a new apartment and I now live here actually. But then I decided to have this little corner dedicated to photography and talking head videos like this. Now I wish I could say it was a studio apartment so that I could say it was a studio within a studio, but it has a separate kitchen. And I think I'll show you that as well. I think I'll show you a lot of this place because maybe it's going to inspire someone else to make their own little YouTube and photography or videography corner. I'm still experimenting with the setup and the lights, but I'm very happy with the results so far. But if you stick around for a few more videos, you might see just me and this dull black background for a while. Or will you? There you go. This is something I'm very happy with. I made it all from scratch actually. I designed the wall as I wanted it to be. Then I put a projector on it and drew the outline with a pencil. After that, I would take some acrylic paint and just paint over it with different greens. It's either something I have to look at every day since I live here, or I can just take the black curtain down again. However, some may say, why didn't you just leave the white? Because that's good for photography and videography as well. I decided not to do that because in the future I could just mount another white curtain just like the black one, and that would solve the problems. And I thought maybe I would have different colors as well, but this I'm just very proud of and it goes well with the rest of the apartment. So let me show you that. Now at first, just a quick glimpse of the studio. As you can see, it's just a little built-in part into the corner of the room. I try to keep the rest of the room empty so that I can always move the table if I need the whole place for a full body photo shoot or just to do my yoga. Should I want other background colors, I also have this bag full of backgrounds, which I can just put up on tripods designed for that. And I also have another studio, which we use for bigger projects. This is the studio we use for bigger projects, but we'll save that for another time. Now I was getting a bit hungry, so I thought, let's start in the kitchen. And as weird as it sounds, let's take a look at this wall right here. We took down some old tiles that used to be here and then used concrete to make these stone looking things and painted over them, then gave them some weathering and sanded some of it down to make it look like actual stones, and it looks very nice. Oops, here I have something else very interesting. It's my whiteboard, so that I can write down ideas or someone can just write me a message if they want. That's what I've been using it for so far. For instance, we have the studio tour. Whee! That one we've done, and this is ideas for future videos. So stay tuned for that. Also, if I want to be very fancy when I'm cooking, I have this thing, which is like a leather apron. Okay, and then this guy. Sexy, right? And this is another interesting little corner. It's like a dining slash workspace. And I've been using it a lot. Just after cooking, I can just turn around and eat right here while I enjoy this beautiful colored map of the Nordic countries. This is Carta Marina, and it's been colored by one of my friends who then gave me one copy, and I've been very happy with that. Another interesting thing I have here is this cutting board, which I designed myself in Illustrator and had it printed on a cutting board because I got a voucher for it, and I never thought that was a thing, but I look at it daily now and I'm very happy with it. That's just for inspiration. And ooh, what do we have here? This is actually one of my photo books, and we're not going to get into that now, but this is a future video, so stick around if you want to see what's in this, and I'll just give you one sneak peek. This is a picture from Australia. There you have it. We'll leave that aside for now and see the rest of the apartment. Now, right beside the photography corner, I actually have another very interesting wall. What we did here is we colored the whole wall blue at first, and then with some brushes, we just sprayed on black and whites and gold to give it some texture. And the idea is actually to just fill it up with my artwork, whether it's photos or designs, but I kind of like it as it is right now, so I'm not in a rush to actually do that. My idea was to mix this blue and all the greens in this apartment with some sandy colors to make it look like it was a tropical island of some kind. And so far, I'm very happy with the result. And since it is a one-bedroom apartment, I had to be very efficient with the space, so I decided to get a couch/bed. This actually folds up into a couch. In the beginning, it was just folded out as a couch all the time, and I just slept on it as that. But then I added pillows and other stuff, so now I just fold it out into a bed. And whenever I have guests over, that's when I fold it into a couch. Wait, what is this? Another photo book? How'd you get in there? Well, we're saving that for another video, but maybe you can get a little sneak peek. For instance, there you go, this is the front page. This is Copenhagen. Yeah, this is the opposite side of the blue wall, and this might even be one of my favorite parts of the apartment. I designed everything in a way that I would find them photogenic, so if I wanted to do a photo shoot in the apartment, I could just use any corner within it, not just the photography corner. So far, I've been very happy with it. I've done a few shoots at home. This is a vinyl player, and I've been using it a lot these few days. And I never thought of myself as a plant person, but there's something nice about it, and now I'm just out of space. They're really everywhere. Ooh, what is this? Another little interesting thing. Another one of my photo books. Again, we'll get into that in a future video, but I thought maybe you wanted a sneak peek. For instance, this is in Athens, Greece. Now you know that. And right beside that, we have my bookshelf, which I'm very proud of because it really shows who I am as a person. There's a lot going on. We got games in the bottom, we got vinyls and books, as well as a lot of figures from around the world, because I like to bring them home and display them if I like the design. We also have a guitar. I don't really know how to play. I just practice sometimes and do it for fun. It's a hobby that doesn't have the goal of earning me money or becoming the best in the world. I just want to do it for me. Since I have so many hobbies already, which could potentially become a business, and it's nice to have something where you can just release stress and relax and don't worry too much about it. I recommend that for everybody. And I was imagining maybe the bookshelf can be used as Instagram or YouTube worthy reels. We'll experiment a bit with that background in the future. But for now, ooh, what is this? Another photo. Wait, that's not a photo book. This is Danny's short book on how to make your first short film. Now I'll tell you a bit about this one because it's a bit different. The idea is the same, but I added some of my design to make it look like an actual book about how to make a short film, holding a bit of information as well as my designs. And it's unfortunately not a book that you can go out and buy because there's only one copy of it, and it's right here on my bookshelf, but it's a very nice coffee table book. So if you want to come grab a coffee someday, you know where to find it, right here. So this is maybe what you've been waiting for. This is the space without the table in front. So there's suddenly a lot of space to walk around. And over here I have like a charging area where models can also put stuff that they're using. And beneath that, there's a little cupboard. And it's not so important what's inside the cupboard, but you should take the key out. That is a piece of art. What's crazy is I found this online for free. Someone was just giving it away. So keep an eye out whenever you need something like that. People give the craziest things away. Over here I have this little space where I just put tripods and such stuff. This is actually a curtain, one of those that you pull down to make it completely dark. And it's important that it's not a shiny one because that would reflect a lot of the lights. And so I got one of the matte ones. At first I wanted to have some of the papers up there, maybe 3-4 different ones so I can pull them down. But then I happened to get this one for free to try it out, and I haven't looked back ever since. Maybe someday I'll get a white one as well since I painted my background. But for now, I'm very happy with this. And with that, I also got myself this vinyl black floor to match the background, so I don't have to use a lot of Photoshop when I do full body portraits. It's also a place where models can wear their shoes without having to damage my lovely, lovely floor. I spent a lot of time renovating that floor, so naughty. For lights, I use a lot of different things. Right now, I'm using these small ones, which I'll get into in another video because they're so nice. I'm gonna do a review on them in the future. And I also have this soft box, which unfortunately has to be plugged in, so I can't just take it anywhere, but it gives a nice soft light. And maybe this is too much because it's so close, so I'll move it away again. There's also a small space here just for the curtain to be able to come down, but also to put tripods and maybe some bags, just shove them in there to hide them away from everybody. Sometimes I'd use this light just to make it a bit moody, but I mostly just use it for the whole apartment at night. And it's also just a place to hold my headphones. It's very nice. That's very much it. I don't think there's much more to it. Alrighty then. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I had for you today. Come back in the future if you want to see more cool stuff, because I got a lot of things planned, especially now with the new background that I'm not even using right now. But besides that, subscribe and like and subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you again at some point. I promise I'll hang that up in the future someday. Fuck.